coming back. It's Eric with Opposite Barbecue here. What I'm going to do today for you is just some baby back ribs. Some of you may or may not be familiar with this style, but I'm going to be injecting them. First and foremost, we're going to take the membrane off. So when we get the membrane off and we're ready to move on to the next step, we'll move on. Okay, so we've got the membranes removed off of these ribs. Again, that's a critical piece to take these membranes off. And like I said, what I'm going to do is I'd inject my ribs. I like to inject them because I think they come out more flavorful. They're actually going to be naked, so I'm not going to put any barbecue sauce on it, but I am going to inject it. And normally all I use is, I can't believe it's not butter, and I melt it just to bring it up, obviously so it's not as thick so it can go through the injector. Today I'm using Byron's butt rub for these ribs, and what I do is I put 3 tablespoons of the rub into the butter, but you put it in a blender there to grind it up real fine so that it doesn't clog your injector. And what I'll do is sometimes put coconut and what have you, but what I decided to do today was put, everybody knows Ballast Point makes some great craft beer. They also do spirits, and what they're doing is they've produced 4 different types. This one happens to be their 3 sheets rum and cola. The rum's made in-house, and the cane cola is made in-house as well. Should give it a good flavor, caramelize well. It'll come out once it gets up the temperature to these ribs. It starts to seep out there, so you don't have to mist them as much. But I think this is going to be fantastic with Ballast Point rum and cola. So we'll get started. We'll get it over to the stove and get this stuff melted and get ready. So here's the 3 tablespoons of the butt rub. It's Byron's butt rub. I got it on low just to melt it up. I'm going to go ahead and put the Ballast Point 3 sheets rum and cola in there. It is carbonated, not as much as a regular soda. That's why you want it really low so that you don't overflow it. Again, and it'll take the carbonization out of it. So look for these coming out soon. This is some good stuff. Ballast Point rum and cola. So I'm just going to mix this up just for a little bit, just to where the carbonization comes out of it. Then I'll get it in the ready for injecting. So I'm going to coat these ribs with a little mustard. I like to use Dijon. I'll coat them with the mustard, then I'm going to hit them with the rub, and then I move on to the injection. So we'll come back when we get everything ready to go for the injection. Okay, we're doing this injection. I'm using the BDI. It's the best damn injector for Killer Hogs barbecue. You just go right up underneath the, in between the ribs, underneath the skin, and hit a little. You can see as you're hitting them, you know, they puff up a little bit. But what you need to be careful with, if you go too hard and too fast, you'll have this stuff squirting all over the place, your kitchen, your eyes, everywhere. So what we do is we get this one side, we flip them around, get the back sides of these, and when we get done, we'll be ready to put them on the smoker. Notice that I did put the mustard and the rub on first, because anything that leaks out seems to, the rub seems to absorb it. So when you flip them over, you might have to hit them a little bit, but I'm telling you, these are going to come out outstanding. Can't wait to try them with that Ballast Point 3 sheets rum and cola. So we'll come back as soon as we get these done. Okay, I flip these back over. You can see the some of the injection has come out. So what you can just hit them again with a little bit of your barbecue rub. Again, this is Byron's barbecue butt rub. I'll hit them again, and I'll meet you outside to get them on the Traeger. It's already preheated. See you outside. Okay, got the Traeger fired up. We'll get these ribs on here. I'm going real low and slow. 220, 225. Should come out perfect, like I said, especially with that rum and cola. I'm excited, and we'll let you know how they turn out. We'll take that extra, instead of basting them or spritzing them, we'll take that extra injection that I made and just mop it every. Wait for about an hour or an hour and a half, and then I'll put some mop on it. Okay, to complement those ribs, I thought I'd put a little slaw together that my wife gave me the recipe of. About a half a head of green cabbage, shredded up. About a half a cup of purple cabbage, about 6 little sweet mini peppers, 2 cups of cilantro leaves, not packed, so loose. We'll mix that all together, and then we'll get the slaw ingredients here. Okay, here's the veggies. Comes out pretty nice looking there. Now we're going to put together the slaw sauce that goes over it. Got about half a cup of cream. About 2 tablespoons of sugar, about half a teaspoon of kosher salt, a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, got about 1/4 cup of capers, and about 3/4 of a cup to about a cup of mayonnaise. We'll get that all together and then get it over the slaw. Okay, here's the mixture there, the slaw mixture. We're going to tip it off with about 3 little dots of pain in the ass hot sauce. We'll get that mixed and we'll get it over top of it. Okay, there we got it mixed. We'll go ahead and cover it with some saran wrap, put it in the refrigerator for about 2 hours, let everything set and gel together. Okay, at the 4-hour mark, I did wrap these in some paper. So we'll get them unwrapped and we'll take a look. Okay, here they are. Paper's been taken off. They look amazing. Again, there's naked. There's nothing on them. That can't believe it's butter when I inject them comes out, so that you don't even have to put anything on them. But I did want these naked to see how they taste. Let's get this cut up and plated and see how they taste. Okay, here we are. We've got the ribs. Got a nice pink smoke ring there. Here's the slaw that I made after it's been sitting in the refrigerator for about 2 or 3 hours. Let's go ahead and give these things a taste and see how they are. I think they're perfect. You can taste that little slight hint of that rum and cola. Very, very moist, very juicy. Take a shot at this slaw here. Got some sweetness. Got the taste of cilantro, those peppers there. The cream, fantastic. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. My Facebook and my Twitter and my Instagram accounts, OpSec Barbecue. Until we make another one. Thank you.